Okay, hello everybody. Basically I'm going to do a little video testing a new set of spark plugs. These you can see they're Bosch Super 4s 520. The ones I've got in there at the moment, they're okay. They've been doing the job for a little while now. So what I want to use is, I've got my opcom set up here and my laptop. I'm going to record some live data with the old plugs in. And then I'm going to come back, I'm going to swap them out for the new ones, the Bosch ones. I'm going to do a compression test as well whilst I'm at it, just to check that, because it's always good to, as the plugs are right, to have a go and just see what's happening in there. There has been some changes in the car since I last compression tested and used opcom, so I've used some different oil, and also I've been doing a lot of short journeys. So basically I've taken it for a really fast long run on the motorway, and it feels a lot different, which is good. It doesn't feel quite so bunged up, but we'll soon find out whether these plugs make any of the difference as well. So I'm going to use opcom, 2 sets of live data, and cross-reference the information, see if I can spot any differences in the new plugs. Some people say that they're not really sort of fussed on the Bosch Super 4s. Some people prefer iridiums, while apparently these Bosch plugs work best in German cars and not so much in the Japanese cars. So this being a German car, well, Opel, Vauxhall, yeah, should be fine. Quite confident that they'll be fine. So, without further ado, I'm just going to take the car for a run around the block to get it up to temperature, and then when I come back I'm going to let it sit for a bit while I go and get my kit, my compression testing kit. Oh, hang on, ignition would help, wouldn't it? There's me sat here thinking, why isn't it working, and the ignition's not even on. Fool. Okay, just check for fault codes quick. Sorry I can't show you this because obviously my camera's up there, but check for fault codes. No DTC, that's great. Cool, happy with that. So I'll go to record. What's today's date? This would out, wouldn't it? It's the 29th? 29th, yeah. So 29th December 13th. Okay. Right, so that's recording. Just a quick look at that, 14.5 on the voltage, that's lovely. I try not to look at this at all when so I'm going to turn the screen resolution down so it's not going to bother me as I'm going along. Also, if you get stopped by the police and you've got this thing running, they're going to be really interested to know what it's all about. As a distraction, lack of due care and attention. So, I'll just keep it low profile. Steamy windows going on there. Yeah, I've noticed that the traffic's getting busier since Christmas now. It's starting to get busy on the roads. Driving over Christmas was brilliant because there's just no one on the roads and you can bomb it around everywhere and it's just like no stress. I mean, I'm used to sitting in rush hour traffic every morning. Like I was saying, lots of short journeys doesn't really help the engine, I know that. But yeah, sat in traffic for a journey that should take 20 minutes, taking 45 minutes is just a piss take in my mind, so. But there you go. There we go. Right, let's just stop that. Okay, main cover off. I don't know whether you can see there in that. Hello, mate. You all right?
Not bad. Busier.
Wicked. Yeah, so cover's off. Don't know whether you can notice just on these little contact points for the coil earth, coil pack earthing. There's some oil by the look of it. There also seems to be some oil. You can see that glistening there down inside there, so I'm thinking I've got a split in the cam casing gasket somewhere. It's not particularly full, there's no oil sort of build up inside the actual plugs themselves.
Have a good day, mate. I'll probably speak to you later if you're a pub.
Alright, mate, see you later. Yeah, I bet they think I'm weird for talking to myself. So, I'm going to be a bit careful because this engine's really hot. It's cooled down a bit, but let's get these plugs out and then compression test it. Okay, so with these plugs out you can see that they're all a reasonable colour, sort of grey colour, a bit sooty, and on the threads there's some oil, so clearly there's a bit of oil droppage from the cam casing, I should imagine, down onto the plug threads. But these are Beru's, they're French, apparently hot running plugs by all account. But I'm not happy with them, I haven't been since I got them, so we shall see. Okay, engage in. Accelerator pedal to the floor. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, I've got 16.5 on one. 16.5 on 2. 16.5 on 3. Okay, so basically I'm on the last cylinder and the EML light popped up there, which I'm expecting it to anyway because it's clearly not set up right there. So look. It always worries me, you hear like a popping noise. A bit lower on that one. I'm going to check that one again. Last check, just check it wasn't cross-threaded. There you go. I hadn't sealed it up properly, so it's a bit higher now. So it's always worth double checking again. I just unthreaded that and put it back in nice and tight. It just probably wasn't sat, but it's just a little bit lower than the others. I mean, two minds on whether to be concerned about it, but okay. All back down, nice and safe. Yeah. Already checked the oil, that's all good. Battery back on. And I think that's about it. Cool. Right. Okay, so basically I'm happy with the results of compression testing. Just a little shade lower on cylinder 4. Just looking at the spark plug for cylinder 4. That's the Beru ones. I'm wondering whether I can take them back to Halfords and these don't work properly, but no, they're fine. So I'm gonna go back into Opcom. Why is that stop I'm a bit worried about my battery actually. I think I might have run it down a bit. I'm definitely going to have an error code pop up. So let's just try and have a look at that. I was just trying to tell what that is. Power on. There's a traffic warden going up and down, nailing everyone's cars, the bastard, but I've got a private space here, so I'm lucky. So let's have a quick look at the fault code. Yeah. All cylinders, voltage low not present, electronic spark 354, so that's quite typical. So I'm going to clear the fault codes, no DTCs, measuring blocks. Yeah, I'm reading 11.9 volts on my battery, so I'm just a little bit under, but I'm happy with that either way. So, December 29th, 2. Okay, starts first time, happy days. Alright, so let's see what these plugs are like. But yeah, I'm just going to take it easy, just take it for a quick run round. Alright. But yeah, I didn't pick a better day. Couldn't pick a better day really for doing this. It's a nice, cool day. And for once, I didn't get covered in all sorts of crap. Usually, I'm absolutely covered in crap, but not today. So that's a good sign. Actually, I would say it is a slightly better, smoother acceleration. I don't know whether that's the psychological element. As you all know, there is a psychological element within doing any work, any oh shit, there goes my box of stuff. Doing any kind of improvement always makes a psychological element. As in, you think it's better, And there's a word of advice: always secure your load. I've got loads of shit in the back, and it's just gone everywhere now. So. I'll be quite keen to see how it affects the fuel economy. Bosch purport to their plugs purport to help with fuel efficiency, fuel consumption. That's. Yeah. I just noticed then I had a tiny little flat spot before, and that's not there now, which is good. Happy with that. that spot's gone. There was a slight hesitation before as well. Like, it would be in like third gear, and I'd be getting up to about 3,000 revs, and then it would slightly hesitate and then launch again, ever so slightly. You know, when you kind of get, you know, when you become sort of hypersensitive to like little things that happens, you know, and the feeling of everything. That was one thing that was bugging me. It was probably those plugs, but yeah, obviously it was, you know, because these plugs have that's stopped that problem. Let's check for a kangaroo, because there was a slight kangaroo before, but I thought that would have been EGR, but no kangaroo. Can't feel anything. Yeah, definitely smoother acceleration. Mind you, I always find that with these sort of smaller Astras, that third gear has got it's got the better torque sort of range in third gear for some reason. It's just probably just the gearbox and the way it's set up, obviously, but that's where the power range I find is third gear, if you could call it any kind of power range. Off first and second, you know, the 1.6 is pretty pants really, but you know, if you're cruising along at 30 and you're in third gear and then you just put your foot down, it does have that little bit of power in it. But also I find in fifth gear, if you're in 60 to 80 is pretty good in these cars as well. You know, I've never had a problem on the motorway with sort of moving around in traffic. You know, it's not sluggish on the motorway. Also, fuel economy on the motorway, obviously that's bound to be better, but you know, around town, you know, first and second is just munches fuel. Lots of pretty girls around there, out jogging. Girls. Right then. Home sweet home. Oh, shit, I just thought, I hope my box of consumables doesn't leak all over my seat. That would be really shit, wouldn't it? Do your lids up.